Hello everyone, welcome back to Drawn by Any channel, where I'm showcasing my art process as well as yapping about different topics. Grab your drinks and let's get started. I've been working on a lot of writing for my fantasy world, but meanwhile, to catch some break and also to prevent the burnout, I decided I would work on something for my friend who has requested a while ago a portrait of a Shunsui Kyoraku with markers. Shout out to Chocoburb for this request. And honestly, I rarely get to draw such a handsome man. I don't get a request on male character as often, and also most of my OCs are women or girls, so it's very nice to have something to draw for a change that I'm not used to. Shunsui Kyoraku is a captain of some fighting division, and he comes from Bleach manga series. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing something wrong because I haven't watched this or read the manga, even though I heard a lot of good stuff about Bleach. But oftentimes you guys request me to draw characters that I haven't watched the original show they're coming from, so I just have to do my best guess or use any available references that are there online, and today is exactly the case. And when I was looking at references online, I found this manga panel where Kyoraku was looking like this, and it went right into my kokoro. So I decided I would recreate this manga panel with slightly different angle and zoomed in and give his kimono a little bit of coloring. I've prepared my pencil sketch beforehand and I'm diving right in with my brush tip fine liner. I was looking to get this calligraphy effect, and the brush tip liner does just that, and does it very well, by the way. I have this strong association with Japanese culture when we are talking about Bleach series, because more often than not I'm seeing those amazing artworks in a Japanese calligraphy art style, and I feel like all the fan arts that are made off of this series should be done in a Japanese manner, because I guess the plot goes about the samurais and fighting and epic stuff like that. And also I'm seeing a lot of strong Japanese culture, so I can't help it but go with this artistic flow here. And honestly, even though I am not a fan of Bleach or I haven't even watched anything, it would look very nice on a canvas or a t-shirt if I would be to make it into a print. Like, I am a fan of Japanese culture, for example, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm watching every anime show, you know? But I like samurais, and I have a wooden katana, which is hanging prettily on my wall, by the way. And I was thinking to decorate the empty space of the wall with some Japanese-inspired painting, but it could totally also be a fan art of a samurai character such as Shunsui. So this fan artwork is actually a nice exercise for me for my future project on when I decide to make this kind of decoration for my wall, because before going into a canvas to do an art, I'm still going to do the sketch in my sketchbook, no matter what kind of artwork I'm going for, because I always treat my sketchbook artworks as practice before I do something more serious or something that requires more effort, if that makes sense. This also helps me to overcome the fear of a blank paper, because for the canvas, every time I'm using one, I feel like strong anxiety because I don't want to ruin it, you know? But in sketchbook, it's okay. Even if I fail to do the art, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I can just remove the page, worst case. Even though I don't think I have ever done that in like last 10 years. Even the worst of my attempts, they are all still staying in the sketchbook, because sketchbook is supposed to be messy, in my world at least. But for an art piece that is made on a canvas, it's kind of different, because in my world as well, a canvas is supposed to be hanged on the wall. So my little autistic artist wants it to be completely perfect, or at least as good as nothing is bothering my eye, because otherwise every time I'm going to look at it, it's going to, irritate me. So with a lot of error and trial, I have found that if I'm sketching something that I want to later put on canvas, but if I'm sketching it beforehand in the sketchbook or in the separate paper, something that I'm not gonna put too much effort in, nor I'm gonna worry about ruining it, let's say, I can use my own sketch as a reference for the artwork that is going to be placed on the canvas. And honestly, this trick has done wonders to me. It helped save so many canvases you won't believe. When most of the lines were done with the brush line and spots where I wanted to put the color were filled in, it is time for my favorite part of the drawing, which is perfecting the line art. To me, it is very meditative to fill in the gaps between the lines and to add the line weight where I feel it's necessary. Honestly, I could do this for hours straight, especially when my cat is laying right on my lap and purring, and the other one supervising from a cat hammock from the window. Moments like this bring me indescribable feeling of joy and also a warm feeling of an inner peace. And for some reason, I feel like this inner feeling of mine has gone into Shunsui's side, and the lines that are placed on his face expression are just so natural. I can almost see it for myself that he's feeling exactly the same looking like this. I don't even know if Kyorako's character is kind or anything, but he doesn't look evil to me, so I guess he could have as well felt something like that at some point in his life. And you know, oftentimes when I'm drawing, I'm listening to music, and the track that was playing like on loop non-stop during this drawing was named The Lamp is Low by Laurindo Almeida. But more popular track that is actually sampled from this original one is Aruarian Dance by Nujabes. Although I love the Nujabes remix, I kind of prefer the classical one still. For me, it kind of fits the vibe better for this drawing specifically, but Nujabes track is also a very nice one. You can go look it up, listen to it, and let me know down in the comments if you feel the vibe match with the character. I felt the urge to write Shunsui's name in Japanese hieroglyphs, even though I have zero idea how they're supposed to be written and Google is not really helpful in that, so I did my best to replicate the kanji. I hope they at least look similar to what is supposed to be written. Honestly, any hieroglyphs look so cool even though I cannot read them, and I have a feeling that a lot of people cannot do it too, but still consider it looking cool. And it kind of felt appropriate for this artwork, so I just went for it. Anyway, I'm pretty much done with the artwork. Once again, shout out to Chocoburb for this amazing request. Shout out to Bleach series for making a lot of handsome men characters that I can also draw. I hope I could catch the vibe of the character with my artwork. And as always, I thank you very much for joining me and my little art video and yapping. Hope you like the final result, and if you like my work and you want to support me, you can leave a like, share this video, and subscribe to this channel. There are also other social media linked down in the description. You can check that out too. Wishing you a colorful day ahead and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.